I'll just share a couple of ideas that we had that are perhaps things people haven't considered, but might be something that would be nice to make. So something on there that is really popular with students, and we found this particularly last year when we were asking students, what do you like to see in screencasts? Q&A videos are very, very popular. So sort of frequently asked questions or ask me anything type videos, almost like listicles, like top 10 queries, that kind of thing. They really do pique student interest because those type of videos feel very succinct to students, and it's something that they can kind of skip through, and they feel like they've got the whole picture there in a short video. So if you can do a Q&A type video, that really is something students will engage with. And another thing on here, videos are really great for signposting students about things that are perhaps in their Blackboard courses. So telling students exactly what's there in the course, what they should be doing with the learning materials, or what they should be doing, for their activities associated to the reading materials. I guess the advantage with a screencast or a video is that you can convey meaning there that wouldn't necessarily come across sort of in written instruction or written text. And it can be a little easier for students to process complicated instructions or detailed instructions if they're hearing it as well as having the ability to read it as well. And then one more point on here, thematic feedback. So where you could perhaps use a video to give a general overview of course performance or how students sort of achieved on a task. We wouldn't recommend using video for feedback outside of the EMA programme guidelines. We have processes for giving summative feedback there, but if you just wanted to give a general sense of how things were going, a video would be a nice way to do that, because like I said, you can convey meaning there that perhaps wouldn't come across in written form. Great. Okay, so lots to think about. I'm going to just kind of take a step back now because we've been talking about lots of ideas, but they go a little bit beyond what we would traditionally call a screencast. So traditionally, the term screencast refers to instructional videos that demonstrate how to use computer applications. So these really tend to be quite detailed. They have kind of step-by-step information. They can be kind of part of a series. We've made quite a few of these in TEL ourselves to demonstrate how to use tools and technologies. And we find that these types of instructional video may require a bit of editing to really highlight and draw attention to specific sections of an interface where you've got kind of zoom functions and annotation, that kind of thing. But I guess more recently, well, kind of over time, the term screencasting has been used to describe more kind of short, informal recorded presentations on your screen. Those were kind of lots of things that were cropping up in the chat there. So for example, where you've got audio with accompanying slides or visuals, or maybe just a webcam feed showing a tall head shot, so like a head and shoulders shot. So the on-screen visuals themselves, these can take a variety of formats. There's lots of presentation tools out there that you could use, such as PowerPoint. We've got Prezi, or perhaps you just want to do a simple recording of sort of hand annotated notes. That can be very effective too. But I would recommend there that you get maybe a webcam arm just to position the shot close enough to your pen and paper so students can see what you're drawing or what you're annotating. I guess the point I'm trying to get across here is that the key factor in successful screencasts is not necessarily the visual format, it's actually the audio presentation and style. The students really do engage where the speaker is engaging, and they're really not too worried about the production values of the video visually. So we're going to look at some examples to illustrate this point.